Welcome to the Reset Circle, where we heal, rebuild, and renew. Today, I want to talk about something many of us quietly struggle with, the feeling that we're falling behind. That feeling that we're falling behind. Behind in life, behind in progress, behind compared to where we thought we'd be by now. But you're not, you're being repositioned. If you've ever felt that way, this conversation is for you. We live in a world that constantly measures progress. Age, milestones, timelines. We're taught to believe that if things don't happen fast enough, something must be wrong. Exactly, but that's not how life works. Right. Real growth takes time. Patience is powerful. So when your life slows down, when plans change, when doors close or timelines stretch, the first thought is often, I'm behind. Exactly. That feeling is so real, but it's not true. Not at all. But that thought doesn't come from truth. It comes from comparison. Exactly. We measure ourselves against others and feel we fall short, but their journey isn't ours. So true. Repositioning isn't always glamorous. It's filled with delays and detours. Exactly. Those quiet seasons where nothing seems to move forward. But that's often where the real growth happens, in those pauses. A perfect time to reset. But repositioning is intentional. It's when you're being moved away from what no longer fits, even if you don't fully understand why yet. That makes so much sense. Sometimes what feels like falling behind is actually being pulled out of alignment before you settle into something that would have cost you peace later. That's so powerful. It really is. Faith is hardest in the in-between. When the old version of life doesn't exist anymore, but the new one hasn't fully appeared. You're not late. You're being positioned for something that requires a different version of you, one with more clarity, more discernment, and more peace. That's exactly what I needed to hear. It's okay to release the timeline you created in your head. It doesn't mean you failed, it means you're flexible enough to grow. That's so true. Growth is about adapting, not sticking to a rigid plan. You don't need to rush what's being rebuilt. Some foundations take longer because they're meant to last. If this message met you where you are, take a moment and sit with it. You're not falling behind. You're being repositioned gently and intentionally. If you're on a reset journey, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe and walk this path with us. Until next time, heal, rebuild, and renew.